Holy Mount Zion, I say, Boju. Ah, ah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's session of Lockdown Live Retouching. So, this image on the screen is what we are going to work with today. I think we already started something with that, so we will continue with it. Yeah, we started with it. We sent it to Photoshop, but that day I think something came up and we ended up not retouching. Hey, what's up? What's up, Shegun, my nigga? What's up, man? What's up, Shegun? How far? Where the iPhone? Where the iPhone 11? Don't do that now. True. Where the iPhone 11? Okay, so we'll open this image in Photoshop. Today, where is it? Where is it? Open with Photoshop. Today, we are going straight to the point. Straight to the point, man. No time wasting. We mean business. We are here to learn. So we just learn quick and get out of here. Yeah, man. So here we go. We started with the blemish removal thingy here. Don't forget to drop your thumbs up, yeah? Do not forget to drop your thumbs up. Very, very necessary. Let me just transition. Yeah, I think we'll do with this one. So we got this. Shegun, how far? How far with you? Okay, sorry about that. I was sharing the link, but I'm back. So let's continue. Um, okay, guys, go straight into business. Don't forget to drop your thumbs up as we come in. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you have any question, just drop it. What else? Yeah, that's it. If you have any question, drop it. I'll read it and then answer you. If you don't have any question to you want to contribute, please go ahead. Main purpose is we are here to learn. So either you want to contribute or you're learning or you want to teach or anything, Charlie, you just gotta be part of the show. So without much ado, let's go straight in. All right, so let's go ahead and take out, I think we took out blemishes the last time, but let's just go through and see if we have more blemishes to take off. Okay, and there isn't much to take off. Yeah, I think we did the blemish remover the last time. So we just go ahead and then, so I was told this is not how her face is. So all that you see there is makeup. So it's intentional. It's not something that's on her face. It is makeup. All these things, you know. So let's see. So let's go ahead and do our frequency separation and see what we can get from here. Okay, let's drop this and then create the frequency separation thingy. Then we take this off, come here, save it. We go to this, choose the mixer brush. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. And then we start brushing. Simple as that. So over here, I would love to start from her face. Once we start from there, let me switch this to that also. I believe today the network is behaving, so we start from her face. So I'm just trying to blend in some of these places. Okay. Blend in and let's everything go in. See? Okay. Vinny. Oh, network they make slow. But from my here, it be quite okay. Oh. It be quite okay. It be quite stable for here. I don't know about your side, but it's quite stable here. You know. I'm monitoring it with my Airtel and it's quite good. So yes, now let's come to this side and then frequency separation. So as I said, the black spots on her face is due to makeup. That's not her real face. I wanted Joey to confirm it since he took this picture, but he wasn't around to do that. But Arafat, who knows this girl very well, says that's not how her face is. So it's makeup. So I'm still brushing in parts. Justice entry. Is the network generally slow or mine? Charlie Justice, it's both ends. So the two sides, Charlie. Both sides are like that. My end and yours also. But today it looks like it's behaving. I'm getting just 12% drop frames, so it's quite better today. Well, maybe, but I'm monitoring it here and it looks quite okay. Ah, Justice entry. I know who you are now. I think I know who you are. Justice, I catch you. I think I know who you are. Yes, so just this image Ankasa will do more of dodge and burn on it than frequency separation. So see here, we are trying to blend it in well so that that sharp transition will go down. Okay, so let's still go ahead and so this whole thing is practice. You don't just get up one day and say, oh, I can do this. No, you need to practice it. Black Wolf, how are you doing? Welcome to my live. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, yeah? And where are you joining us from? I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you doing? How is the lockdown, affecting you? Awesome, awesome. Where are you joining us from? You, Ellie Plim. What's up? Are you joining us from Volta, Ellie Plim? Because your name there, Ekekevo. Telly, how are you doing? It's another evening, and as usual, we are here retouching. Even as we observe the lockdown. Oh, you did Spintex. Oh, wow. Then I suppose you know I'm also at Spintex, right? Because me too, I did Spintex, Charlie. Tell you, I'm doing fine, eh? I'm doing fine. Did you cook today? Kofi, will you cover up the bra? Oh, see, I swear, if it wasn't you cry like I didn't see there was a bra. No, this is something sensual. So I don't think it will make sense to cover up the bra. But all the same, if you guys want me to do it, I can do it and show you how it's done. But to me, you see, it looks like she's commoting her things, so it's okay. But if you want us to take off the bra, it's easy. We can do it. Two ways. Either we change the color of the white to this so that it blends in. That will look better. Or we can clone stamp this. We can clone it out. I didn't cook today, no problem. Shegun say what? So you like food? Ah, Shegun, food is good though. Who doesn't like food? Choo, I shock for you. Shegun, I beg, my iPhone 11 Pro, 512 gig. Look sharp. We've spoken crap before. I asked for some backdrop to buy and you directed me. Ah, okay, then I'm sure I can remember you by face. I'm sure I can remember you by face. Ah, for food only. I see. Charlie, food is good. Sure. People will kill for food. What? Food is very, very good. Oh, okay, okay. Just WhatsApp. I see. Charlie, it's a small world, you know. It's a very, very small. On daily basis, I interact with lots of people. So sometimes myself, I get so lost. Like, if we don't interact that much, then I tend to. But I think the brush shouldn't show. Okay, you think the brush shouldn't show? Fine, then we'll edit it. So that's one of the things we'll take note of. We'll edit the bra too. Don't worry. I'll show you how to edit it. So now we are done with this particular phase. So let's create our dodge and burn thingy and go work on M spots. So Kofi, Elikplim agrees with you. So I'll work on the bra. That'll be one of the last things that we will do. So don't shake. No shaky. So now we are going to fix. See, if you look at it in black and white here, even if you look at it in color, this place is way brighter than here. So two ways we can solve that. Two ways. We can solve it in two ways. So as you can see, this place is brighter than here. So what we can do is we can darken this part also to look like here, or we can, brighten these sides to look like that. We'll choose the easiest one or the one that's much more feasible. So I think we can brighten here to blend in. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's just, so we're getting it done. See? So now we are dodging this part. So it transitions into the bright area. So this is corrective dodge and burn. We are using it to correct something. There is a normal dodge and burn, and then there is a corrective one. One of these days, I'll have a live and we'll teach only dodge and burn. So we use just dodge and burn to retouch. We did that earlier, but I'm sure most of you won't even remember. So we'll do it again. If you hear some sound coming from the mic, it's my processor. So you see, we are blending it in. If you look at before and now, see? Before and now, it's working. So let's go ahead and continue. Is there anything like that? Let's go ahead and continue. So you see, gradually we are blending it in. Let's go to before and now. All right, let's take it small. So yes, we are blending it in nicely like that. Nicely. So just look at before and now. Before and now. So we've gotten that. Now we can use frequency separation again to just level it in a bit. So let's try that. So let's frequency separation. I'm singing for you guys. Frequency separation. Separate the frequency. So we have dark and bright. So obviously I don't like the way things are playing over here. So let's continue. Now we'll burn some of these places. We'll burn them out. Now there is some funny business going on. So we are burning in some of these holes. If you have any question, please don't forget to drop it. We are learning, so, or if there is any contribution you want to make, drop it also. Don't leave all the talking to me alone. Okay, so this is where we are now. So we can go ahead and then do another frequency separation with the mixer brush tool. Okay, so we got this. Yeah, like that. Now let's go here. Yeah, Dodge and Burn. Okay, let's work on this here. Okay, we got this. I think I still want to go in here and take away some of these dark things. Today I'm talking less because I'm working. So if you don't hear my voice, I'm still here working. If you want to contribute or if you have a question, don't forget to ask. Anything you want to add, feel free. So here the bags down here, we take them off. Same for here. Yes, I always talk while I was working, but today I don't want to talk plenty. Or you want me to talk? You guys want me to talk? Okay, I will talk. So yes, we are working on her face, taking some things off. So we are still doing dodge and burn over here. So as I said, this is not her real face. Like the black things you see here are from the makeup. Arafat confirmed that that's not how she looks like in real, in person, that's not what she looks like. So yes, it's makeup. So still on dodge and burn, I'm dodging the darker parts off just so they blend in a bit. Okay, we have 10 likes, 5 more and the giveaway comes off. The airtime there is there. You people just don't want me to release it. Okay, so let's quickly do this thing. And this seems to be the challenge. Taking the bra away. Elikplim, are you still there? Oh, okay. So my talking makes you realize that the internet connection is alive. Okay. Ni, I will do that. I will continue. I'm now coming to talk. I will talk till people ask me to shut up. Okay, so the main challenge here is we are supposed to take this bra thingy off. So as I said, there are 2 ways you can do it. We can color this bra to look like it's part of this fabric, or we can just clone stamp it off. So let's try the clone stamp first. So let's create an empty layer, put it above everything. We can name it bra off. Then we choose the clone stamp, and this time we make it current and below, or let's say all layers. See, all layers. We choose somewhere 10%, and then we just sample here and brush away. See, there go. Brush away. See, we're getting somewhere, right? So let's keep it up. Sample, brush away. Sample, brush away. Sample, Very easy. Sample and then brush away. I don't like that one. See? Let's reduce this. Getting closer. And then we sample here. Let's reduce it further. Sample here and then brush away. See? See how beautiful this is. Very easy. Sample, easy. Sample and then brush away. Go this way. Okay, so let's sample here. Then, no, it doesn't look awesome. Let's sample here. No, that doesn't work. Also, sample here and then brush away. Sample here, brush, sample, and then no, it doesn't look. So you see what we are doing? Sampling and brushing. As easy as that. Sampling and brushing. So we are trying to take the bra off. You see? So this is where we are getting. Now we've done something, rough. Now we need to go and smoothen it out. So let's go back up here and then go back to 5%. Sample here. Sample close and then brush. Sample close and brush. Your sampling should be close. Should be close to what you want to brush. If you take it too far away, you won't get it. See, so we sample and then brush. Sample and brush. Sample and brush. A couple of times. Sample and brush a couple of times. Sample and brush a couple of times. Sample and brush a couple of times. See? So, if you look at it, unless of course you know that we worked on that side. If you look at, this is before, this is now. See? Before and now. So Kofi, we've removed her bra. Are you happy now? Okay, so let's move on. So we're taking the bra off, but that place looks some way, so I'll create another instance of a frequency separation. This time I'll do 6 and then use it to correct that side. See, just here. See, so just like that, we've corrected that area, and we are correcting this side as well. See, retouching is not easy. And you know, the painful part is you will finish this thing and then send her the pictures and she will just apply some Instagram filter on it and make your work look bogus. It really hurts. Like, it's very painful when you guys do that. So please don't do it. If you don't like the editing, tell us. We'll do it over again. But please don't. Or when we shoot, show me the kind of editing you want. Or if possible, tell me so I don't edit at all. I'll give you the raw file. Then you can apply your own filters. But Charlie, you take something I sat down for hours to edit and then apply filter to it within seconds and you expect it to be happy. No, it really pierces through the heart when you guys do that. So please stop doing it. Yeah, thank you very much. So yes, we've taken the bra off and we've worked on that area, and it's we are okay. Kevano, yes, we've taken the bra off. So let me just show you before we took the bra off. This is before the bra off, and this is after the bra off. See? So this is after, and this is before. So we had to work on that area to get that off. So after, we'll use dodge and burn to, bring the bit of darkness back there. So for now, yes, we've taken the bra off for Kofi. Kofi wanted the bra off. So we have it off. Kofi, congratulations. Congratulations, man. So at this point, I will flatten this. Yeah. So I flattened the files. Okay, so let's go ahead and dodge and burn. By now, you guys are used to my dodge and burn thingy. Everybody is used to my dodge and burn. No. You, Noel, welcome. Don't forget to drop your thumbs up, man. Noel, like Papa Noel. Ha ha ha. Okay, so we are doing global dodge and burn. We are dodging the highlights. Wherever I see a highlight, you dodge. Yeah. Dodge like you dodge it. Swerve. Ha. Swerve it. So let's go ahead and dodge wherever the highlights are. Wherever the highlights are, you do that. Wherever you see highlights, you dodge. Wherever you see highlights, you dodge. Anywhere you see highlights, you dodge. Anywhere you see highlights, you dodge. Highlight equals dodge. So let's take a look at the skeletal view. So this is a skeletal view of the dodge we did. Let's go back in here and then burn some parts. So here we took the bra off here. So we are going to burn here. So it looks like before. See, so now we are adding the details back here, just like it was before we took the bra off, just so it blends in. See, then over here all the highlights, the shadows, we burn in the shadows. Burning, see, burning the shadows, and then we dodge the highlights. Okay, so we have dodged and burned. Guys, what observations do you have? Like, what comments do you have? Did we do well, or is there something we could do? I noticed somewhere here on her thighs here, but if we are going to work with this image, let's go to capture one over here. So this is the raw image, and where is my pointer? Okay, and this is the edited raw, and this is edited. If we are going to work with this image, where is the crop tool? We will crop, like I would want to crop it like this. That's why I didn't bother on that bottom part. See, I would want to crop this image somewhere like this. That's why that bottom part didn't matter to me. So this image, what do you guys think? Any contribution, any suggestion? Any contribution? Any contribution? Any contribution? Or you guys think we've done well, so we can leave this image like this? Color grading is subjective, so if you want us to color grade it, fine, we can do that, but I don't color grade all my images. Most of my images I don't color grade because my raw processing takes care of that, plus my style of shooting, how I set up the light, does that. But Noel, if you want us to color grade it, just let me know and we will do it. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. I really want to learn how to grade. Okay, so we can grade in two ways, either in Capture One or in Photoshop. So Noel, which one do you want? Do you want it in Capture One or you want it in Photoshop? Let me know and I'll take it from there. Do you want us to grade in Capture One or we should grade in Photoshop? Noel, should I do it in Photoshop or in Capture One? I usually grade in Capture One, but I learned how to do it in Photoshop also. So let me know, so that I'm doing this because of you. So let me know which one works for you. If I should grade in Photoshop or in Capture One. I'm okay with any of those. So just let me know which one works for you, yeah? No, well, no, well. Photoshop. Okay, cool. Photoshop it is. We are going to do it in Photoshop then. Photoshop. Let's go to Photoshop. Now, in Photoshop, there are various ways of color grading, but I choose to do it with the only method I learned. You can use this gradient maps and all that. Then at the end, you create your. Hey, Shegun says Capture One. Noel says Photoshop. Okay, let me do Photoshop first. So for that, we go to. I use this particular one, the color balance. I use a color balance for my grading in Photoshop. So what this is now, we have, when it comes to an image, we have three aspects: the shadows, the midtones, and the highlights. Right now, you know what the shadows are, you know what the midtones are, and you know what the highlights are. Now, when it comes to color grading, there are how do I put it? You can either do complementary colors, adjacent colors, or that kind of thing. So you need to know your color wheel to be able to color grade. That's the purpose. Color grading is playing with colors. So you should know what you're really doing. You don't just get up and then start grading. You need to know exactly what you're doing. You need to have your color table needs to pop. So now, looking at this, if we look here, you see the opposite of cyan is what? Red. The opposite of magenta is green. Opposite of yellow is blue. That is what you need to know. Now, if you are color grading, it's either you're doing opposite colors, that's complementary colors, colors that complement each other. There's this common one, orange and teal. You have orange and then teal. So where you put, hey John Moore, thank you very much, John Moore. How are you doing today? So if you're doing orange and teal, then you decide what you want to put. You got me hooked to Capture One, so kindly do it. I use Alien 4 to do my own color grading. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So I'll do it here, then I'll show it in Capture One also. It's way easier in Capture One than even here. But then let me just do it here, then I'll do it in Capture One also. So no, let's say if you want to go for the orange and teal, you decide, do you want the teal in the shadows or in the highlights? Then if you choose the teal in the highlights, then the yellow or orange should be in the shadows. Abiyubab, most of these music videos you watch, especially on Foresight or our local music videos, the outdoor ones, daytime ones, they are mostly orange and teal. And most of them are badly done that you can even tell by just watching, you can tell. So mostly they do, the sky is teal, and then the person, they give the skin tones and other colors orange, and then they look for some, those kind of things. So let's look at this. If you take this, shadows, whatever you do in the shadows, the opposite should be in the highlights. And then the mid-tone should be something in the middle. So here, if we look at this, if we go here, see what's happening to the image. We are adding cyans to the shadows. We are adding reds to the shadows. This is what's happening. If You click on put 0 to reset it. Now let's look at magenta. See, we are adding magenta to the shadows. We are adding greens to the shadows. Now, there are certain movies. Yeah, John Moore, I'm doing fine. I'm doing very, very fine. You watch certain movies, like a movie like most of these American movies use this greens in the shadows, and then something like something more magenta in the highlights. I mean, you have something like this series Banshee. If you watch Banshee, their color grading is so on point. They use mostly green in the shadows. You have see something like this. So let's keep it back to 0. And then let's look at yellow and blue. See, we've added blue to the shadows. We've added yellow to the shadows. So here it looks like yellow in the shadows, looks good. So let's add yellows to the shadows. Then a bit more of red. Let's do 7. And let's do negative this. And then over here, let's go straight to highlights. So whatever we did in the shadows, see the shadows, we went to yellow, then we added red. So in the highlights, we'll reduce red, and then we'll go towards blue. So here, we go towards here for the highlights. See? And then here, we go towards cyan. So now let's go back to this. So you see here, let's add more reds. And then add more yellows. Something like this. And then let's go to highlights. See? So we did the opposite of whatever we did in the shadows. So that's what gives us this. And then now, for the midtones, we can decide to lean towards that or here, depending on how we want the image to come out. So here, let's say we go somewhere here, like this. And then here, we can choose either you want it somewhere here or somewhere here. So you should know your color signs. And then color grading is also subjective. So what might look good to me won't be the same thing that will look good to another person. You see? So that's how it works. With color play, you need to know your color wheel. Certain colors don't look pleasant, together. Certain colors look pleasant when they are opposite. Others too look better when they are close to each other. So you should know all these before you start color grading. So Noel, in a nutshell, let's see. This is before, and this is after. See? Before, after. I hope you see the difference. Now let me do before, after. Before, after. So if you think it's too much, you can just use your opacity to reduce it. So this is 20%. This is like 80%. So see, before, after. Before, after. Also, if you want this to affect just a certain portion of the image, see, there's a layer mask. There's a layer mask here. So you can use the layer mask to restrict it. So if you want this on only our subject, we can select our subject and then put it in the layer mask. So that's it. This is how simple it is. It was this guy, Clay Cook's Retoucher. No, this is Clay Cook. He does the color grading himself. So I learned this technique from Clay Cook. Other people will use this thing. Where is it? Channel Mixer. Color Lookup. Then there is this other one. Where is it? Where? It's not here. How is this thing? The name? Never used the color balance before. Thanks for this. Yeah, it's the color balance that I learned from Clay Cook's. One great photographer in the US, Charlie. You should look him up, Clay Cook. He's very, very good. See? So once you do that, other people use channel mixer, photo filter, color lookup, a whole lot, gradient map. See, so this is the gradient map. You choose the kind of gradient you want. Then Charlie, a whole lot of stuff. Me, it's not something that I want to do. So me, I took my dream. I've closed my mind for this thing. So here you can choose various colors, the colors that you want. So let's say here we want orange like this. Then here teal. Then you can add more colors, as you want. Click OK. Then you use this to blend it. So this is without the color balance. So you can use this to, make it visible or not. Or you can restrict it to a specific part of the image. Charlie, all these methods are there, but I prefer doing mine in Capture One. So you see, even this looks, so you can go down a bit to say this, and then we add this. So you see, it gives it some kind of feel. And with this, you can go and then change the blending mode a whole lot. Color grading is a whole job. So there are people whose jobs, they say they are colorists. So all they do is color grade. Like we have retouchers, we have photographers. Yes, selective color is also there. But me, I use just the color balance. I use only this method. You see? And you can play with the opacity. This is none. This is 100%. So you play with the opacity till you're okay. And then that's it. So I'll disable the color play here. And then we'll go back to Capture One. And I will show you how to color grade in Capture One. So over here, let's create a clone of this image where we are going to do the color grade. So if you click on the color wheel here, see, it shows us color balance. The same thing that we spell his name for us. Okay, Clay Cook. This is his name, Clay. And then cook, like you are cooking food. Hope you've seen him. Yeah, Clay Cook. That's the name. Clay Cook, Charlie, the guy is so good. Okay, so now let's learn color grading in Capture One. It's very, very easy. So you see the thing here, just like the color balance. But here you get to, move the thing and then do a whole lot of things than the other side. See? Just like the other one, but then you get to do more. So here also we have the three-way. We have the shadow, mid-tone, highlight, just like in Photoshop. But here it's a wheel. So you get to move it, it's much more flexible. See? You move it about like this. See, once you get where you like, you can change the luminosity. Whether I want it bright or dark, see? Bright or dark. And then here, if you want it, deep, or this is the saturation. Do you want it deep or light? See? Easy. So let's reset this to this. Let's start from. So the three-way over here shows you everything in one. So you can, if you prefer adjusting them side by side to see what the values are, fine. Otherwise, you can just go one after the other. Then over here, let's move this here. Let me see if we can. Okay, so we can extend it so you guys can see well. Now, if you go to the master, this one affects the overall image. So this is what we have. Over here, whatever you do on this wheel affects the whole image, the image as a whole. So let's try something. Let's say you want the whole image to have a particular feel, like warm. You drag it here. So you see, it affects the whole image, not the shadows, not the highlights alone, but everything. So if you want like to start creating by giving it a specific feel, one feel before you start working on the individual areas. So let's say here, if you want this image to be, it's warm. So let's make it, let's say you want it colder here. So this is for the full image. Now we go to shadows. So shadows, do you want blues in the shadows, or we want here, or we want orange or teal? So let's go to teal. We want the shadows to have this teal kind of thing. And the teal, do you want it bright or you want it dark? You see? You see what we are seeing here? This makes it like, you know, much more like you have more control here than in Photoshop. And then now let's go to highlight. So see where we place this. We are going to place the highlight in the opposite direction because we are dealing with complementary colors. So see, we are warming up the shadows. Hey, the highlights. Charlie, why am I confusing myself? So we're warming up the highlights. So the other one was here. This one is in the opposite direction. So let's say somewhere here. See? And then the midtones are the skin tones. Mostly the midtone is the skin tone. So you decide where you want it. Do you want it warm or cold? You see? So as I said, there's no formula. Just know your colors. Know which colors complement each other and which colors look better when they are side by side. You see? So that's that. Let's continue. So now let's say we just temporarily disable this thing. This is before and this is now. Before and now. See? Before and now. I'll add this whole thing so that you guys can see like everything. Let me do this now. So you see, let's put the color balance back here. You see now, this is before color balance. This is after. So this is one way of color grading here by using only the color balance. We can go further and then use the, where is it? The color editor over here. So here we have basic and we have advanced. We'll use the advanced one. So now these colors seem to run around like on her skin and everywhere. So let's say we want to modify that so that it blends in here. So let's go back to just this image. Then we pick this guy. We choose a color. Let's say here. Now you see this thing over here. We can decide to check if this color is running through to other colors. So if you look at this, see, this color is everywhere. But so we can use this to restrict it. And see, now we've been able to take her skin off. We've been able to take her skin anywhere on this image that's grayed out. It means what? There's no tone. It's not going to be affected. So you see here, her skin is part. We use this wheel to narrow the colors. I don't know if this is possible in Photoshop. So now you see her skin is out, apart from her lips. See, by just using this. Now let's disable this and then see what we can get. Hold on. Where is my color editor? Okay. Yeah, Noel, Capture One is dope, man. So now with this, we've been able to isolate. It's like the thing has created a mask for us. So we've isolated her face. So whatever we do will not affect this. So now that we have this color, you see hue over here. If you move it to the left, see? So we've changed that color. And if you move it here, we've changed it to something else. So let's say you want to, go here. There you go, one more. Again. And then we go here again. No, that's not what we want. We want to remove this. We want to remove her face. Good. So we do this, and then we go here again. See? So let me show you guys. See something like this. Very, very easy. Just 2 slides, and we've been able to change the colors around. And as you can see, it's affecting here. If we like, we can take this off it. But for now, I'm just showing you guys how easy it is to play with colors in Capture One. You see? Just like that. And then at the same time, if you wanted to change only the lipstick, this is the same method you would have used, but then you would have masked out only the lips. So it affects just the lips. See, same way, all these colors you see over here, you can change them individually. You can do that in Photoshop, but then it's easier and faster in Capture One, I guess. Yubab. All right, so at this moment, if there's any question, please go ahead and ask before we disappear. If there is any question, please ask. If there is any question, please ask. Any question? If there is any question, let me answer before we go off. Okay, so I guess there are no questions. So we will end here, and we'll continue tomorrow, right? Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow with something else. So for tonight, we are done. If there is anybody who wants to ask any question, we'll use the next 60 seconds for that. So I'll just keep quiet and then wait for questions. Can you try to color grade in Lightroom in your next video? Solomon, you know me very well. I don't use Lightroom. I don't use Lightroom, so I cannot color grade in Lightroom. People even color grade in Camera Raw. You have Adobe Camera Raw. People color grade in there. So as for color grading, Charlie, it's up to you. Preferential, what works for you. That's what you will use. I know lots of people who do everything in Photoshop. They even export and do all that. Fine. They crop, they do all that. But you realize that when I did everything here, I didn't crop. I just left it like that. Because I prefer doing all that in Capture One. Then I export from here also. You see? So we have different people and different ways of doing things. All right, so any more question or suggestion? Okay, yes. So that's I don't use Lightroom. Okay, so any question? I think 60 seconds. So okay, I'll give one more 60 seconds so that exactly 1 hour 30 minutes I'll be off here. So 60 seconds. If you have any question, please ask. Any contribution, drop it. Anything, say it. 60 seconds. All right, John Moore. Thank you very much for being part of this. Charlie, I like your support. Telly, it's 20 likes. You're late. And we are going off. So we'll be back again tomorrow. Looks like people don't want the airtime. Yesterday, fine. Today too, fine. No problem. I'll keep piling it up. So we can, yeah, it's 20. So we are going off now. We'll be back again tomorrow with another exciting session. So thanks to all those who made it. Some were with us from the beginning and had to leave. Others who couldn't make it today and all that. Yes, I really appreciate your support. And thanks very much to everybody who keeps coming here. Yeah, thank you very much. Do stay safe. Wash your hands. Stay at home. Only step out when it's very necessary. And yeah, keep your family safe and all that. Take good care of yourselves. Eat well. Drink more fluids, but not alcohol. Well, you can take alcohol too, but in moderation. So yes, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. I hope this has been informative for you. And I'd like to thank you for watching.